Hey guys, welcome back to another new video. So in this video, we are going to explore this device. This one is Samsung Galaxy 8, released back in 2015. This one is almost 10 years old device. One thing which is quite amazing about this device is that this one is 5.9 mm thick, only 5.9 mm. And still we are getting a 3.5 mm headphone jack, as you can see here. And there is no camera hump. Although the camera is actually pretty decent, it is a 16 megapixel rear facing sensor, which still can take good pictures. But as you can see here, there is no camera hump or anything like that, and this device feels so good actually. So let's explore this device and see what we can do with this device. So first of all, let's talk about the display. This display is actually 5.7-inch 1080p AMOLED panel. The display is still amazing, it looks good, although the bezels are pretty thick, adds a design language of Samsung from that time. So it got this design, pretty much similar to all other devices back then. And right hand side we are getting our power button, left hand side volume rockers, on top secondary noise cancellation mic, and on the bottom we are getting 3.5mm headphone jack, main microphone and a micro USB port, and on the back we are getting our 16 megapixel rear facing camera with flash and the loudspeaker. The build quality of this device is pretty good. It is fully metal built, as you can see here, and very lightweight too actually. From 2015, this kind of device, that's pretty amazing. By the way, the home button is also work as a fingerprint scanner. So as you can see here, it unlocked the device. Not really that fast like today's device, but pretty good actually, pretty decent. As you can see, it works really well. One of the downside of having this device right now is that it is running on Android 6, which is not really good for today's users. So as you can see here, Android 6, and although it got knock security and everything, but you can't really do much with Android 6. But as a dumb phone, this is still pretty much a really good device. So I have been using this device few days now, like exploring everything here. So this device does support 4G VoLTE and also support Bo Wi-Fi. So you can turn them on. As you can see here, we do have Bo LTE, and for Bo Wi-Fi, you have to go to setting and turn it on. Setting, and as you can see here, Wi-Fi calling, I have already turned it on, and the calling quality is pretty good actually. Still, it is working pretty well in terms of those things. By the way, this device is running on an Exynos processor. So as you can see here, Exynos 5430, which is a octa-core processor. Decent processor actually, but there is a different variant of this device which comes with Snapdragon 615. It would be better actually than this. This device heats up pretty badly, and it's really uncomfortable to use when it heats up because it is fully metal built device. Although the back is actually plastic, but still it heats up really fast. And it also got 2 GB of RAM and 32 GB of internal storage, but you can extend the internal storage. So we do have micro SD card slot here and 2 SIM card slot. So that's pretty cool actually. But as I said, the main downside of having this device is that it is running on older software and most of the application does not really run well here. But the basic application is still working, like Facebook Lite is still working, and you can install Messenger and few other application here. Obviously they're going to run slow, but they are working here pretty well, no issue with them. And the YouTube does not really work on Android 6. So as you can see here, it is saying that switch to youtube.com. So the main YouTube application does not work, but I don't really use main YouTube application. I usually use NewPipe, which is still working pretty well, no issue. So let me play NCS music here. The speaker quality is pretty good, but it is not really loud like today's devices. And in terms of camera, as I said, the rear facing camera is 16 megapixel and it can shoot up to 1080p video. So the UI, as you can see here, pretty much similar to all other devices from that era. We have mode option here: auto, pro, panorama, continuous shot, HDR, night, and then we can download few more. In pro mode, we don't really have much option in pro mode. As you can see here, only ISO and white balance. Only these two we can do, not much. The camera still takes good picture, actually pretty fast too, as you can see here, pretty fast. And the front facing camera is also pretty decent. It is a 5 megapixel sensor, can shoot up to 1080p video. So both front facing and rear facing camera is still pretty much usable. In terms of battery, the battery backup is really good. It got 3000 mAh battery and it is still holding up pretty well. You can still get about 3 hours of screen on time from this device. One thing which is bad about this device is that, as I said, it heats up really fast. Besides that, actually the device is pretty much still usable as a dumb phone. In terms of gaming, obviously you can't really do gaming here, can't really play online games here, but offline games like Temple Run, Subway Surf, all these games work really well. And in terms of browsing, the built-in browser is already outdated, so you can use VIA browser, which works really well. I have browsed with this browser. It is doing pretty well in terms of browsing. You can use Facebook and everything from here. It is a decent browser, so pretty fast too, as you can see. So you can still do browsing on this device, and as a dumb phone, you can't really go wrong with this device. One thing which is pretty noticeable is that the device is slow. If you are using any other devices which got 120 Hz refresh rate and newer processor, this device is going to feel very slow, because I have been using other devices and when I come to this device feels really slow. But that's not the case actually. The device used to be like this actually back then, but as you can see here, it still works really well. I haven't faced any issue with the device. It is working as it should work, and pretty lightweight device is still holding up pretty well. Maybe $10 to $15 you can get one of these, and this device actually still feels good. The display still feels like you are using a newer devices. But anyway, as a dumb phone, it is a solid device and it feels really good. So that's all about Samsung A8 2015, which is a really thin device and still working pretty well. So that's all about it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.